And she's got her proposed budget here, and she's got her expenses, and where she thinks she can turn it over to be profitable. So there are the two proposals, Commissioners, that we have. Like I said, we are in the red big time. And
Well, we sent this out with the idea that we try and see, because when we started the idea of having a community center up there, the surveys indicated the number one thing that people wanted was a daycare, so that they help people go to work, whatever, but it hasn't paid off at all. We went in the hole this past year, some $20,000 beyond what money's available. And we have had dialogue back and forth with the people providing the service, and they have done a super good job of providing service, taking care of the kids, and the numbers just fluctuate, and what it is this week, but usually it goes from 3 to 6 or something like that. You look at both proposals, certainly proposal Darlene has submitted is the best proposal, because all she's asking of us, if I understand it right, is the use of the facility for 1 year. She'd get her own insurance, but don't charge me rent. I can get going, and I'll take care of everything else. You won't be out of anything else. So that just seems like the right way, but we need more time on it or more discussion. But that's basically, I've read both of them, and that's how I view them.
How long would it take her to get her license and get her
I'm not sure.
specialist license?
I guess
we could get that information from her.
Yeah.
I talked to Darlene about that. She thought that if she was given 3 weeks, that she thought that she could pretty much have everything changed over in her name and everything.
Well, the only thing, I guess she does qualify, you know, I wonder how the people that would be working with her would be certified and things like that. I don't know. I don't know. To incorporate a business probably takes more than 3 weeks. It used to. I don't know if it does now or not. It may not. But then again, I don't, you know, how, you know, some of this stuff, obtaining liability and accident insurance will cost her and things like that once she gets the corporation up and running. And I just wonder what we're looking at here as far as her initial investment, and just be there for a year, and then, you know, what happens then. And I'm not saying it's not the best one, because I do think, I know Darlene, and I know she'd do a really good job. I just wonder about the timing of it, you know, whether we can get these, if it's realistic to say she can be going in 3 weeks or not. I don't know, but
I guess what I thought we should give them a time frame and say to the present staff there, we'd like you to continue, because we may be going another direction if some issues all fall in place. And I put down about the 1st of November, but that may be tight. But
I believe if we notify the staff in place that a transition will take place.
are they planning on just the same staff working with them and things?
I suspect it'll be some of those.
Because those are all certified, aren't they? The ones that are there are pretty much.
Yeah.
I would feel more comfortable having someone that has child development background, such as Darlene, in charge, because it hasn't been the most fiscally responsible ran business, because it has been ran by the county commission. So when you have people running their own business, they're going to watch their dollars a little more closely. So I would like to see the transition begin to put Darlene, since I think this proposal was by far the more responsible one.
This is in the community center, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What does their board say about this? Have they discussed it or anything?
They didn't really have any, I don't think they've ever, they may have discussed, they've never communicated that to me. They just know that they've got 2 rooms there, and they don't get any revenue from those 2 rooms, because the county commission has them. I guess I think down the road, if Darlene's proposal survives a year, then we make those rooms revenue producing rooms rather than not producing. So I think it's still about like what we went into on our own plan, was it's trial and error. I think they're saying we'll commit to 1 year, and if we can come out in the black, we'll continue. If we can't, we're probably gonna say, we're out of it.
And by that time, when is the new PK through 8 they're gonna put up in the other facility up there would be available?
Probably next year, maybe.
Beginning of the next school year.
I'm just concerned that we're spending a lot of money that, I know it's good that people have a place to bring their children and so they can work or whatever, but at the same time, we're spending so much money of our own, and we even, ourselves with the $20,000+ above anything we've gotten back. We get one grant for $15,000 from Southwestern, but that, even with that, we still overspent 20 sometimes. And I did check, regardless of which way it goes, Southwestern seems to think that they can help still yet, because their belief is that by having a structured daycare there, that helps their kids as they come into their preschool program. So I don't know, I guess we need some type of motion that would basically begin the process of winding down a county commission sponsored daycare with the proposal we have before us to inform the staff that it is on a step down, and at some juncture we hope to be able to turn into a private functioning daycare.
I'll offer that motion and to begin into discussions with Darlene to get an agreement in place so that everything that needs to happen in the next few weeks is in place for it to be a legal operating daycare.
And maybe have it on the first meeting of November agenda, we can have it there for discussion to see where we're at. We got a motion, is there a second? I'll second the motion, just to make things move along. That being all yes vote. All yes, motion carries.
Can we ask Darlene to attend the next meeting?
Yeah, because I'd like to make sure that, you know, if we've got qualified people working there already, that the families are comfortable with their kids. I wouldn't want to see all of them ditched if there wasn't a good reason for it.
Yeah, you got some good people there.
Yeah, that might be a good idea to get her here, because I'd like to talk to her a little bit.
But I need to go ahead and notify the staff that we are,
And Darlene, and then also in Darlene's notice,
ask her to come.
if she could, all but attend the November meeting.
Are we going to tell the staff that by November the 1st, or? that
Well,
we're
tell her
just in the
we're working on a
process?
transition, and it's gonna happen this, within the next, 30 days or something, if all the pieces come into play.
The next thing on the agenda is Southern West Virginia Community and Technical College, consideration of funding.
President Joanne Tomlin came down last week before last, and gave us a presentation of things that she's going around through the counties that Southern serves, Wyoming, Logan, Mingo, Lincoln. And basically, they've got a goal to raise several $1 million, but they're asking each county if they would make a commitment in the way of $50,000 to Southern over a 5-year period. Just basically